It is time. Ah, come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, it's stuck in there. Give me my drinking straw. Alright. So, Nurburgring. 3D speed. I am really happy with my pace, but I'm not happy with the fact that it's 18th place. Behind Dan French, Jake Keckley, Guillermo Martinez, Ayrton Tobin, Hernan Filippini, Guillermo Taylor. Got a long way to go in terms of the Silver Cup here, and hopefully I can handle that. Let's get the proper fuel back in the car. Let's drop or increase the wing one. Cool. We're starting on 10, so let's swap that to 12. Current pressures, please. Thank you. Save. Alright. So, not happy where I am relative, but honestly came away with my best lap around Nurburgring. We did a low 156, which kind of came out of nowhere. So just objectively, my pace to my pace, pretty solid. I think the Lexus is not a fantastic car here, although Paul is up in 4th place. He's doing fairly well, but I'm not. Oh, there's Mika. So I'm only a 10th behind Mika. That does suggest that this car is a bit weak, but I don't know. This is Mika's seasonal debut. He's been out with some school. I'm not sure if he works for a school or if he goes to school. I don't know which it is, actually. But one or the other, he's had some educational institution demands and hasn't been able to attend. So this is his first time being here. William Murrah being a little sour about someone maybe getting in his way on the last chicane. If he did indeed lose 7/10 of a second, that's fairly big. All right. So it is time to get this on and do our thing. And we're prepping for a 70-liter race. Temperature should probably drop maybe to like 20 degrees at the end, so might need to adjust the tire pressures there a little bit come pit stop time. I don't think there's really anything else I want to change here. Like I'm really happy with how the car feels. I just think the Lexus maybe not quite up to snuff here, which I mean, fair enough. It was very competitive at Monza and Imola, so we did get to deliver that. We'll get it done. New person in the field, Marcelo Murillo, who I think is going to be an ace. We have him just as a bronze right now. Interesting note, my overlay for Discord is not working in-game anymore. So there is that. Not sure what is up with that. Time clicking down, 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 down. Down, down, down. Down, down, down. It is heading down. We will be able to race or head out to the track in a couple of seconds.
30 seconds.
There it is. Just get the heating blankets on. Alright. Got my tires nice and toasty. Fairly toasty, actually. Well, we'll see what we can do.
Good luck.
There's not... Good luck, all. There's not a ton of overtaking opportunities here, so it is one of those races where you kind of really want a better qualifying than what I got. Again, just positionally wise, I'm really happy
All right,
with the
Michael,
lap.
here we go.
Gentlemen, thank you. Mika What and Hernan Filippini getting away very slowly. And wow, the gaps here are not good. I don't know what's going on here. The gaps are terrible here.
Green, green, green.
I'm gonna end up picking up a bunch of spots just because, like, one side of the grid, like, just didn't go, and of course are now getting to cheat.
Hold your line.
I'm gonna have to have the steward have a look at that, because
Clear right.
you saw how quickly the Lexus there caught up, and I don't know if David James is the guy who precipitated this. I don't think he did, actually. He started behind me, I think. But that's the kind of run people get. There's a meatball flag out for somebody. That's not good.
Okay,
still don't know.
Time to get to work.
Still don't know where I am. It's claiming I'm 29th, which is ostensibly not the case. I'm definitely above where I started.
Higgs is now in the lead.
I don't know what's going on here.
14th.
There, 14th. That makes sense. That's more like it. Don't normally brake for the Schumacher S, but tap up just a little bit. Hemian's maybe gonna have a run on me here. His Bentley has been pretty quick. I was a little bit surprised to see him qualify down here. That's how quick he had been. So Cole McRae talking about his wheel changing settings. That doesn't really happen, but okay. Maybe that was why the start was so fucking awkward. Maybe? I don't know. Dan French was one of those. Somebody is still getting a meatball
P14.
flag. Not sure. I have no idea whom, and most of the field is not on voice chat, so there's no real sense in bringing it up with the vocals. But someone in our vicinity was meatballed. Oddly. I don't know what to make of that. French will be all over me. These Porsches are super strong here. We saw it with the our moto guys. Matt Higgs, obviously, but also Andreas Lasutis in the practice race doing really, really well. Robert Arzumian having one of his best qualifying efforts. So it stands to bring that the car is particularly strong here. There's not too many of them in the field. I think there's only 5 Porsches. That being French, Arzumian, and Waz, the dynamic crew, and then Lasutis and Higlington.
On your right. Clear right.
Whoa, he tried to dive that. I can't hate on it. There's not a ton of places to overtake here, so, you know, it is...
P13.
For no, is someone still getting a meatball flag? Who is getting the meatball? And what on earth for? Is it someone who doesn't have their... It's, you know what it is? Someone probably doesn't have their lights on.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Did overtake somebody, so... Somebody dove down the pit lane? I don't know. I don't know. We're having a good run, though.
Car right.
Oh, come on, Dan. That
Clear
was
right.
not really open at any point. I don't know about that one. It's the kind of thing that I might look at from the outside and have a great deal more sympathy for, but
The gap in front has increased to
that was a
3.5.
late lunge, I think. Right now. Like, I don't think there was ever a door there. This put me with a gap back, and now I have Cliff Hemian and Dave James, my Tech 1 teammate behind me. And then French, so there's a bit of a gap forming anywhere further back if French was able to rejoin in ahead of...
The gap behind is now
zoom in.
0.7. There's an incident
They
in
spun
turn 15.
Talk
It looks
Sport.
like it's Tobin.
It's Tobin. That's one of my key silver rivals. I'm not sure what happened to him,
P12.
because I didn't see what get in the back of him. Did he just catch a bit of curb? Car 188, stop, go penalty. Is 188 Tobin? And if so, what did he do? He go the wrong. He backed up on track, didn't he? Anyways, I don't need to worry about that right now. I need to worry about catching up to the back of the top 10 and watching out for any moves from Cliff Hemian, who is a pretty good driver. Can be a tad aggressive at times. I do think my left front is going to need more pressure.
Okay, Michael.
at
Our
bits.
fuel window will open after 16 minutes and closes at about 28 minutes.
Yeah, that's about what I want.
White flag, mate.
Check up just because there's a white flag.
Use all the track. Force them to find the gap.
It's one of the McLaren Shadow Project cars.
The next car is Nelson.
Yeah, Nelson. Come on, come on, come on. The run up to the chicane seems to be a spot where I do have good pace, which hopefully will keep. Not seeing the meatball flag anymore, so
Nail every corner. Let's
Whatever
take
it
whatever
is
chances we
has-
can. P12.
been resolved. French is back on us. So the stop go is behind me. And I want to say 188 is Tobin. Should make two races in a row where he's picked up a computerized penalty. Also need to get faster just in general because I should be in the 57s. I know we're driving in traffic and everything, but like low 57s should 100% be on the table. Like this lap is fine.
The gap to Nelson ahead is increasing. It's now 4.4 seconds.
French and Hemian going at it in the rear view there. Martinez is in the pits.
V12.
Alright, did a 56.9. There we go. That's more like it. It's actually faster than I thought I'd do in the race. That was like my theoretical best on full fuel.
Incident in turn 7. White flag. The guy behind's catching. The gap's now 0.6. He's faster than you through the chicane.
Really? I wouldn't have thought so. The Porsches usually have to avoid the curbs. Unless it's not referring to the chicane, it's just referring to a chicane. Possibly, I don't know. We'll see. Alright, so 188 has served their penalty. It's going to make the rest of their race pretty miserable, I imagine.
Gap to Nelson ahead is increasing. It's now 4.8.
Javier Perez Torres playing iRacing instead of joining us here. It's noted. Yeah, I don't think he's faster in the chicane than I am. Or actually, he vanished. Where'd the fuck he go? Good speed.
V12.
Catching Nelson. Honestly, faster than I thought it'd be after a kind of weak start to the race on pace. We're a little over a quarter of the way home. Used up about 20 liters. Fuel usage is a little bit high right now, 3.08. Calculated it on a little less than that. So, might need to rethink the pit stop amounts. Right now, probably going to throw an extra PSI into the
Fastest lap for Burke.
left tires, leave the rights as is. Because they're a little bit high right now, but that'll
There's
be...
a white flag. There's an incident
Whoa!
in turn 15.
That was a blue flag car too, Christopher Becco.
Sector 1 is 1.1 seconds off the pace.
Alright, this suddenly got very interesting. I was closing so quick there, I thought I might have a shot, but no. No. It's the second time we've seen Nelson off, though. Maybe the car not feeling so great. Track limit abuse there. Cut a little too far inside.
Okay, Michael, you've used half your fuel.
Mika, what? Exploring some of the grass there? French is still not there. It is David James and Max Simmons. with us there. Mandatory pit stop window open. Not sure what my plan is pit-wise right now.
The gap behind's increased to 1.0.
Do I want to try and undercut Nelson and what? I don't know. Honestly, kind of doubt that I can catch Nelson.
Higgs is now leading.
Although he has gone off twice. Someone might have gone in early from the lead. Or crew chief doesn't know what it's talking about. That does happen. At times. I would not be going in this early. Marcelo Murillo is in this early. Like, I mean, I'm pondering maybe an undercut, but not right now.
Falling behind in the car in front in sector 3.
It's slightly insane, gentlemen. Looks like just Murillo biting. As I only gained one spot. I could have sworn I saw someone else in there, but it could have been a retired car, or maybe Christopher Becco in for damage. Andreas having a hell of a day. I knew Andreas would be in for a good one. Those Porsches are really good here, and he showed very, very well in the practice race until he messed up his pit stop. And I don't know. We don't know what he did, but his tires came on and they were just terrible. Wonder if he updated, you know, his tire settings, but not his pit stop tire settings. Was my immediate guess. Hemian staying with me. Simmons coming as well.
Okay, Michael, don't let this guy distract you. They're faster than us into turn 7.
Fairly good gap back beyond that. Dave James having one of his best runs, which is great for our Tech 1 team. Myself, Paul Riccobeni, Dave James, and the absent Rick Martel. Rick, feel better?
P11.
Could be McRae was in the pits. Couple more take.
Yellow flag. We think P6 has gone off in turn 1. White flag.
I think my pit window realistically is starting in about a lap. You know me, I always like to get at least a halfway, and we'll be there next lap. Unless this lap goes terribly, of course. Just makes a good place
Got
to
10 minutes of fuel remaining.
do a little mental fuel calculation. And not really sure why the fuel was looking so dire before. It's looking okay now. Approaching halfway. Used up just over 30 liters. Stop, go, speeding in the pit lane. Car 32. I don't know who that is. I want to give myself a little bit of room to that scrap between Watt and Nelson. In, Simmons in. That's interesting. Simmons overtook Hemian on the way into the pits.
Gaining on the car heading sector 2.
P8.
I'm not entirely sure how legal that is.
Okay, Okay, Michael, there'll be chances here. Let's make sure we can take them. 20 minutes remaining. You've got 20 minutes left. We're halfway home. We estimate 8 minutes of fuel remaining.
I have a couple laps to work with. Stop go car 23. Guys, what's going on here? I'm gonna laugh if that's Simmons, although I don't think he's 23.
The gap to Nelson ahead is increasing. It's now 1.3 seconds.
Not doing good laps right now, so maybe we pit. Maybe we pit.
The leader, Higgs, is pitting.
Thing is, where am I going to drop back in traffic? And what's Nelson going to do? Oh, I completely forgot the entrance was there. I was legitimately thinking about pitting this lap. Alright. Pit next lap unless we can find some pace, because, I mean, as much as I'm not going to complain about a 57.2, obviously I'm a little bit off right now. So it's Dan French who got the penalty. Sorry, Dan, but it does help me. He is one of my major silver rivals. So Andreas and Nelson. The only thing is, if Nelson pits, do I pit and try to outrace him on pit load, or do I try to overcut him? Because he's going to spend a lap warming the tires up. And if I can get out in front of him, oh god, car 188, another penalty. Wow.
There's an incident in turn 9. It looks like Howell, the gap to Nelson, ahead is increasing. It's now 1.5 seconds.
And then there's the question, do I want to lead a lap if Lasudas pits? So there are options on the table. Not really. I really can't get another lap. This is the one we're coming in on. The window is getting too narrow for my taste. Last thing I want to take is a no pit stop penalty. So we'll be coming in this time. If Lasudas and Nelson are smart, they will as well as Alonso.
Okay, Michael, we estimate you've got
After
5 minutes
this,
of fuel
I need
remaining.
to remember that this time. There we go.
The leader's pitting now. Watch your speed. When we exit the pits, we'll be in P16, just behind P16.
1, 2, and 1. There we go. Don't bother with the repairs.
Alonso behind is pitting.
Yeah, very minimal damage.
Nelson is leading the race.
So, I mean, technically I did end up in the lead, but... Oh, really? It is that far up? Wow. I race too many different cars. And it always messes me up on where to park. I swear I had that perfect, but obviously not. Stop go car 188. Oh, that's Hernan.
Mandatory stop and start clear. Let's go, go, go.
And the car did not turn on when I told it to.
There's a
That's
car
going to cost me.
approaching. Stay behind the white line. Blue flag.
It's gonna
Brake
toss me.
temperatures look good. All right, Michael, 15 minutes left. That's 15 minutes.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
On your left. Clear left.
I did jump Mika what, but I got jumped by Simmons in the process. I think Simmons would have jumped me anyways. He came out ahead of Nelson, so even if I had started the car in time, it would have been bad. I've jumped somebody else, actually, because I am +1. I was running 12th before the stops, and I'm up to 11th. So jumping what? Well, getting jumped by Simmons is neutral. Of course, there were a number of penalties, so maybe someone ahead of me took one? I don't think so. Because I thought we figured out that it was Filippini, who was definitely behind me because he'd had one before, and French, who was behind me.
Don't be intimidated. Keep him behind you. Bit quicker than us entering turn 3. Higgs is now leading.
Andreas and Nelson came out in front of me. I thought everyone was way too far ahead for me to jump, unless somebody had major damage.
There's an incident in turn 15. We think it might be Filippini.
Stop go penalty.
Front brakes are getting a bit hot.
Filippini though. Who I think, to make matters worse, actually teleported back to the pits.
E11.
Oh right, this is an out lap. It's gonna be like 3 minutes and something. There's a little bit of lateral drift in some of these turns that I don't really like, but going more stable just robs me of too much speed. Now, lack of speed has been more the problem today than anything else. About a quarter distance to go. Well, a little more than that.
Yellow flag. Caution. Incident in turn 11. White flag, mate.
That's Cole McRae, who has had a bad day. I have his teammate on my tail. Actually, kind of worried they have misclassified. Alright, 57.3, that's not bad. Of course, now I am in an awkward position of catching Cole while battling with his teammate. And while Cole cannot actively fight with me under blue flags, he can make it difficult and be perfectly legal. And I could see him doing that. Just that.
The gap to
We'll find
Nelson
out.
in front is now 10 seconds.
Oh, I'm not catching Nelson, let's be real. This has very much become a mirrors fight.
Okay, Michael, hold your nerve, just keep it smooth, no mistakes. Bit quicker than you entering turn 3.
My fight is definitely with Mika and Cliff.
You got 10 minutes left. 10 minutes to go. Fastest lap
Insane.
for Higgs, 154.49.
I've got Mika classified as a pro entry, and he might not be. No time gained. It's not really a lot of places on this track I think you can gang by abusing track limits. Not many. There are some. It's only one place I think I've ever received an actual warning, though. And that's just exiting the Mercedes arena, which is at a turn 4.
Sectors 1 and 2 are 1.1 seconds off the pace. Sector 3
Slightly
is 0.6 off the pace.
Although Hemian pulled out a 56.
That's good consistency. Keep it up.
So, definitely will not be able to run away from these two. And I definitely don't want to lose out to Hemian because he's silver, and I need all the silver places I can get. And part of me thinks that Mika is actually silver. This could be a Jake Keckley scenario where I constantly had him listed as a pro when he was a silver driver. I just fixed that for this race, actually. Keeping pace with Nelson, but, I mean, short of finding multiple seconds a lap, I'm not catching him. Was really poorly timed to catch a little too much curb there. I was pulling away. I was finally getting some breathing room. Am I in first in silver? You guys, it's possible. So Guillermo's in the pits. Who's ahead of me? Nelson, Lasudis, Higgs, Burke and Riccobeni. That'd be 4. Murrah 5. I'm assuming, anyways. Simmons is 6.
The gap to Nelson ahead is now 10 seconds.
Who else could be up there? Could be Zach Martin.
You're pulling away.
I can't really
the gap
think of
behind
who
is
the
now
silver
1.1.
would be that's ahead of me, to be honest. We know Tobin and French have had problems, and they were 2 of the fastest. Letelier's probably up there as well. Probably Murillo is up there. Guillermo Taylor's a possibility. I've not seen him all get raced. Oh, Burke's behind me. Shit. So that's who I jumped. Was Burke. How'd that happen? Car number is he? 23. Oh shit, he had the drive-through.
P11.
It was Burke who had the drive-through. Okay. Well, that makes it. That eliminates one car that I assumed was ahead of me that is not ahead of me. Opening up a room for another
Okay,
silver
Michael,
option.
5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left. Nice and smooth with that throttle. Keep it balanced.
See, I think it's 2 Porsches ahead of me. 1 Lexus. That being Riccobene. At least 1 720, possibly 2. 1 Lamborghini. At least 1... Probably 2
10
Mercs.
minutes of fuel remaining.
I forgot
There's a
about
white flag.
Wentworth. Wentworth and Murrah should be up there. I don't think Turcotte's here today. He'd normally be someone up there. I am clear enough of Mika to not have to force this. Actually, it's Hemian now. Mika's way back. Wow. Problems for the what machine? Mika what? Hopefully Cole gives way soon. It's not super slow or anything. He's doing 27s, which, you know, is more or less what I'm aiming for. I say that and he does a 56. Also, my ass is completely done right now. So you're gonna see me moving around trying to restore some circulation down there. The DBS is getting better, but it is not gone. That's my gap to Nelson. Still 10-ish seconds, 10.5 now, so it's grown a little bit.
The gap behind is now 3.5.
Got a terrible lap going here. Oh, come on, Cole. It's super wide there. Give me the spot. Thank you.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes.
Tire pressures are a little too low. Should have given it more. Should have known that it was going to cool down more. I didn't really account for that enough. Let's see, what is the temperature out? It's only 21 actually. I'm surprised I've lost this much pressure. Unless I took... Did I take pressure out when I meant to put pressure in?
Falling behind. Sector 3.
Juan Borji, probably my last obstacle today. Running in 23rd place. Him and the Tango crew have been bringing in some new drivers, and they've been pretty good actually. Hernan Filippini and the two Marcellos, Murillo and Letelier. But they're not really briefing them as much as I'd like, because they're of course bringing in Spanish speakers, which means that when I'm trying to, you know, get stuff from them, we're working through a third party. We're working through Google Translator, and it just would be nice if that was, you know, taken care of beforehand. Like Marcelo II, Murillo didn't have a Race App account. And it's like, did your buddies not tell you about Race App and all that? So one more lap after this. Not gonna catch anybody unless they have a problem. shouldn't be caught by anyone. Because that set of lights in the rear view is a lapped car, Cole McRae. Hemian's not super far behind or anything. Looks like we are going to get that one extra lap though, so we'll see. We'll see if anyone runs into fuel problems. What do you think? Will someone run out of gas? I'm going to say someone will, but it's someone behind me.
Last lap.
I don't think anyone in the top 10 would have had their fuel quite that close to the wire. Also would have had a better idea of the laps to come because they would have done their fuel calculations based on their lap times. And less of a chance of someone forcing them into an extra lap that they weren't expecting. We are good. We'll finish with probably one lap of fuel left at the end, which is just about perfect.
Leader has finished the race.
Little too deep into that. I think it's RGK chicane. The names of the stuff around here are not good. They're not catchy outside of the Schumacher S, to be honest. It's like Ford curve, Jaguar curve, and stuff. Like, that's not interesting. And we're done.
P22. That's the end of the race. Never mind.
Ran 57s most of the day. Pleased with the pace. The result's not bad actually. I'll take it 11th place. That's fine. I think I might have gotten top silver honors. I still can't. Outside of maybe Guillermo Taylor, I think I've accounted for everybody. Or ooh, Keckley maybe. I didn't see where Keckley was. We'll find out. We'll have results soon enough. High five to Andreas.
Looks like P3's gone off in turn 2.
He did very well today. I mean, I made a big
There's an
deal
incident
about
in
how
turn
this
1.
is a
Looks
track
like
that
it's
the...
James.
It's not incidents, it's people parking and doing donuts and stuff. I know I said the Porsche is a strong car here, and it is. But it has to be said. Keckley beat me. Okay. So, second silver. And I did beat French and Tobin, so we have that. So Tobin's 141. I don't know why I thought he was 188. So Burke had a mistake. Murrah, fresh off of surgery, takes the win. Nice. Round of applause for him. Higgs, Marcel Letelier gets his first podium in ESR. Wentworth, Riccobeni, Murillo, Keckley, Lisutis, Simmons, Nelson. And then it is me, Hemian, Watt, Burke, James. So all three of our cars got in the top 15. It's very nice. Alonso Arzumian had a decent day. Trevor Cheney. Kind of surprised Cheney got that high. Because he... I don't know. It looked like he was struggling in practice. Howell, Adamian. And then maybe the truth is that it looks like only 20 cars actually finished on the lead lap. So maybe that's maybe 18th is not that great. Maybe my 11th isn't that great either. Yeah, into the pits we go. All right. Well, I got a replay to study, to have a look at, and maybe report Dan French. He had a bad race, so I don't. Maybe I won't, but I do want to have a look at it. And see you guys in 2 weeks' time. Where are we next? Is it Spa? Might be Spa. I think it is Spa. Okay. But anyways, we'll we'll know soon enough. Anyways, obviously if you're in this series, you can check out the race app and find out. Anyways, that's all. It was a pretty solid run. No great overtakes, nothing spectacular. A letdown after back-to-back top tens in Italy, but this was not a track that was going to necessarily suit the Lexus quite so well. Although, you know what? I might have to take that back, because, I mean, Riccobetti had a good race, I had a good race. What had good pace, although didn't quite cash in. David James had a good race. I think the only Lexus that didn't have a good race was Cole McRae, and that appears to have been a technical issue. So maybe it is much better than I'm thinking it is.